Ethiopia isn't just another travel destination, it's the birthplace of humanity, the only African nation never colonized, and home to ancient secrets carved straight into mountains. From underground churches built by angels to lakes that turn blood red, Ethiopia feels like it belongs to another world. This is a land of kings, fire, and faith, and today we're counting down the top 10 places you must see in Ethiopia. Trust us, number 1 will leave you speechless. Number 10. Simien Mountains National Park. At number 10, we ascend into the clouds, literally, to the majestic Simien Mountains, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, often dubbed the Roof of Africa. Jagged cliffs, vast plateaus, and deep valleys form an awe-inspiring landscape sculpted over millions of years. But the real stars of Simien aren't just the peaks, they're the rare and endemic wildlife. Picture herds of gelada baboons with blood-red chests grazing on the cliffs, walia ibex scaling vertical rock faces, and the elusive Ethiopian wolf stalking the highlands. These species exist nowhere else on Earth. For trekkers and nature lovers, the Simien Mountains offer multi-day hiking trails through dramatic vistas, small mountain villages, and ancient routes used by highland shepherds. As the mist rolls in and eagles soar overhead, it's easy to see why the Simiens are often compared to the Grand Canyon, only more rugged, more wild, and deeply mystical. This is raw, untamed Ethiopia at its finest. Number 9. Danakil Depression. Imagine standing in a landscape so extreme, it looks alien. Welcome to the Danakil Depression, one of the hottest, lowest, and most surreal places on the planet. Temperatures here regularly exceed 45 degrees, 113 degrees, and parts of the land are below sea level. Yet life still pulses in its own strange way. Here you'll see neon-colored sulfur springs, boiling mud lakes, and acid pools that glow like something out of a sci-fi movie. At the heart of this volcanic wonderland lies Erta Ale, one of the few continuously active lava lakes in the world. Hikers brave the heat and the barren terrain to reach the crater's edge and witness the earth literally bubbling with fire. But the Danakil isn't just about geology. It's also home to the Afar people, a semi-nomadic tribe who mine salt from the earth and transport it across the desert on camel caravans, just as they have for centuries. Brutal, beautiful, unforgettable. Number 8. Harar Jugol, the walled city of Harar. Step into a labyrinth of over 80 mosques, 100 shrines, and maze-like alleys in Harar Jugol, the fourth holiest city in Islam, and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. With its colorful buildings, ornate doorways, and vibrant markets, Harar feels more Middle Eastern than East African. But it's Harar's hyena tradition that truly sets it apart. Every night, locals gather outside the city walls to feed wild hyenas by hand, a ritual said to bring protection and prosperity. Tourists can participate too, offering meat to the animals with nothing but a stick or even their mouths. By day, the city pulses with life. Women in vibrant shawls sell spices and coffee on street corners. Ancient mosques call the faithful to prayer, and children weave through narrow alleyways, with laughter trailing behind them. Harar is living history, infused with poetry, mysticism, and an unshakable cultural pride. It's a city that opens its arms and its teeth to the brave and curious. 7. Omo Valley tribes. Few experiences are as raw and profound as meeting the tribes of the Omo Valley, one of the most culturally diverse regions on Earth. Located in southern Ethiopia, this remote area is home to over a dozen tribes, each with its own unique customs, languages, and appearance. From the lip-plated Mercy women to the body-painted Karo warriors and the bull-jumping rites of passage among the Hamar, every village here tells a story that predates modern civilization. Time feels suspended in the Omo Valley, where oral history, ritual, and symbolism still reign supreme. While access can be challenging, those who venture here are rewarded with unfiltered human connection. Photographers, anthropologists, and curious travelers alike are drawn to the valley, not as voyeurs, but as students of the human spirit. Just remember, respect is everything. In the Omo Valley, you're not just visiting a place, you're entering a sacred social fabric woven over millennia. 6. Bale Mountains National Park. Ethiopia's highland gem, the Bale Mountains, is an ecological wonderland, often overlooked by tourists. But those in the know recognize it as one of Africa's greatest biodiversity hotspots. Think cloud forests, alpine meadows, bamboo groves, and Africa's largest Afro-alpine moorland. This is the best place in the world to spot the Ethiopian wolf, the rarest canid on Earth. The park is also home to mountain yala, giant mole rats, and over 280 bird species, many of them endemic. Bale is made for adventure. You can explore the Saneti Plateau, a windswept lunar landscape where wolves roam, hike through the mystical Harar forest, where ancient trees are shrouded in mist, or spelunk through the Sof Omar caves, the longest cave system in Ethiopia. It's Ethiopia unplugged, wild, serene, and absolutely magical. 5. Gondar, the Camelot of Africa. Gondar is a city steeped in imperial grandeur. Once the royal capital of Ethiopia, Gondar is home to a complex of castles, palaces, and churches that rival any medieval city in Europe. At the heart lies Fasil Gebi, a UNESCO-listed fortress with towering stone walls, arched windows, and turrets that feel straight out of a fairy tale. Nearby, the facility's bath is a sunken pool surrounded by fig trees, where the annual Timket festival, Ethiopian Epiphany, sees pilgrims gather in dazzling white robes for holy blessings. But Gondar is more than its monuments. Its streets hum with art, jazz, and coffee culture. You'll find vibrant markets, charming cafes, and a new generation of Ethiopians breathing fresh life into this historic city. Gondar is where empire and elegance meet, and every stone has a story to tell. Number 4, Lake Tana and the monasteries of the Zich Peninsula. Lake Tana, Ethiopia's largest lake, is a place of serenity and deep spiritual significance. Fed by dozens of rivers and acting as the source of the Blue Nile, its tranquil waters are dotted with island monasteries that date back to the 14th century. The most famous are located on the Zich Peninsula, like Ura Kidane Meret, adorned with stunning frescoes, sacred relics, and ancient manuscripts. Monks dressed in flowing robes lead you through dark corridors filled with the scent of incense and the echoes of prayer. A boat ride across Lake Tana is both peaceful and haunting. Pelicans and herons skim the water, papyrus boats drift silently, and the sun casts golden reflections that feel almost biblical. Here, time bends. You're not just sightseeing, you're pilgrimaging through Ethiopia's soul. Number 3, Lalibela, rock-hewn churches. Imagine walking into a church carved entirely out of solid rock, not built, but chiseled downward into the earth. Welcome to Lalibela, one of the most jaw-dropping holy sites on the planet. This medieval town in northern Ethiopia is home to 11 monolithic churches, linked by underground tunnels and passageways. Built in the 12th century under King Lalibela, these churches were meant to be a New Jerusalem for Ethiopians who couldn't travel to the Holy Land. The centerpiece, Bet Georgis, Church of St. George, is shaped like a perfect cross and sunk into pink volcanic rock. Pilgrims travel from all over the country, some barefoot, some weeping, to pray within these sacred walls. Lalibela is not just architecture, it's living faith, a miracle of devotion, and one of the greatest wonders of ancient engineering. Number 2, Axum. Once the capital of the mighty Axumite Empire, Axum is where Ethiopian civilization rose to greatness. This ancient city was once as powerful as Rome and Persia, trading gold, ivory, and spices with the known world. Today, Axum is home to towering obelisks, stelae, the Queen of Sheba's palace ruins, and most mysteriously, the Ark of the Covenant, which Ethiopian tradition claims is hidden inside the Church of St. Mary of Zion. Only one monk is allowed to see it. Whether you believe the legends or not, Axum exudes a sense of mystery and sacredness. Every stone, every relic, whispers of a glorious past still alive in the hearts of Ethiopians today. This isn't just archaeology, it's a spiritual time machine. Number 1. Addis Ababa. At the top of our list is Ethiopia's beating heart, Addis Ababa, a city where the past and present collide in a dizzying mix of music, art, politics, and culture. It's the African Union's headquarters, the birthplace of Ethio jazz, and a city pulsing with innovation. In Addis, you'll find the National Museum, home to the famous fossil Lucy, the 3.2 million-year-old ancestor of humankind. You can stroll through bustling markets like Mercato, one of the largest in Africa, or sip world-class coffee at bohemian cafes. And when the sun sets, Addis comes alive with rhythm. Dance the night away to live music in underground jazz clubs, or share injera and tej, honey wine, in traditional restaurants. Addis Ababa is modern Africa with ancient roots, and no trip to Ethiopia is complete without feeling its heartbeat for yourself. Ethiopia is not just another African country, it's a world of its own, with ancient empires, sacred rituals, surreal landscapes, and warm hospitality. It offers an experience so rich, it will change the way you see the world. So whether you're chasing lava, legends, or the light of early humanity, Ethiopia is waiting for you.